left. Okay, into the drawings. So I started listening to the meditation Noel speaks, and then I just let the YouTube go. And soon enough, I was drawing. Let me see. I don't even know which one started first. Oh, it was this one. Because I remember the guy I was dating. And I showed it to him. And he was getting really, really spiritual in his path, like through Jesus Christ. And he called me and he said, I feel so great. And I'm And I took a picture of it. And then next time we got together, I was speaking the Cis, and I was like, I didn't even know the colors of the Cis or anything like that. I hadn't studied those before. I just looked at the walls and seen the tapestry. And I used to look at Grateful Dead albums and play music and jam out with friends, and seems like all of our stuff was like in this circular motion of the eye. And I have so many drawings of I, but this time it didn't come out as I. First it was a circle, and it went up and down, north and west, and then it became a square and arrows pointing down. And these parts, and that is the moon, of course. If you look at it from this way, you got the moon and the sun. Well, the guy that was my friend that looked at this said, I said, oh my gosh, the middle is so dark. The middle is so dark. And it's so red. The middle square and red. And all this started to become Saturn and the moon, and all this started coming out as the colors came out. And oh my gosh, it's not just time, it's space. Yeah. And it goes all the way up. Positive and negative. Oh boy. And then it's mind, spirit, realm, realms, yeah. And then fifth, sixth. I said 6, negative. It's so dark on mine. And he said, oh, it is dark on realm 6. We're not talking about Cis after this. This became the earth's core, the soul. And then outside of the box, he even has a 3, 4, 7. And it goes up and down. And 9, see, it changes. But every color was the same when I was finished with it. And I did not mean to do it that way. Now this guy up here, I'm gonna tell you, that must have came from a reading. Yeah. I do EMF readings, and back then there were the classic ghost, classic spirit radar. Look it up. And then we started doing compasses and north and south. So that's what that thing looks like when you pull up the app. It has a circular thing, and you're supposed to follow it. And then if the dots get closer, then you're supposed to follow it. Well, back then we were following it. Now when I channel it, I do it right, and I write down the words. Now if I'm in a place and I'm clearing a space, like sponging it, or or trying to get to know trying to get to know the house and why it's bothering people, making them agitated. So sometimes I'll use the compass that way. I'll tell you another story some other time. My friend's house, he had these Polaroids that he took, and there was shadows in the back, and I told him, okay, I'll come. Alright, I might as well, I got through this part of the story. So I turned the radar on. Everybody was outside the house except me and this fella. My kitty's coming in now. And, matter of fact, what you're looking at right now is just a drawing from somebody talking in the background of a video. And I was meditating, like I was not thinking, I was just drawing. So I do active meditational drawings. And I didn't know what it was going to come out like or anything. But it looks like two bridges, a path. And then when I came to look at it, I was like, oh wow, it looks like a bridge, definitely a bridge. And then the lines and squares, one guy said it looked like a matrix. Okay, but then you got the weird arrows and stuff, all that kind of stuff. And that's that. Okay. Oh, okay. Anyways. So, I mean, you know, they're not like great. You know, they're just what I get when I Alright, the reason why I started this whole video was to show you that one and this one, and I'll get to this one after I go to the story. I'll tell you the story after just looking at it. I'll tell you the story. So me and this guy, I turned on the classic radar. It started moving and it said go to the bathroom. So the bathroom door was closed. I put my hand on the door, and this banging inside the bathtub. It was coming from inside the bathtub, and it said shower. And my friend said, "Oh gosh, this is freaking me out, dude. Turn it off. I'm getting scared." So we turned it off and went outside, and other than that, that was the end of it. But I haven't heard that he has had anything. I think they just wanted attention. That shower was unoccupied. Nobody ever went in this. Okay, now you can see it now, maybe. Just trying to figure where my head was at when I had this. Okay. See, I wasn't working with much. And when I'm doing these meditational drawings, I have to finish with whatever I have in my hand. So I started off with a pencil, and then started off with a pen. Up there, you can see his eye. Looks kind of, in my eyes, it looks like a Transformer thing. But actually, I think it's a rainbow. And that's like a balance to the earth. And it's like this crystal. And then you have the triangle. Hey, kitty. The triangle that is balanced out. And then I started swirling. I wrote S-M-I-Z.